up, guys? Join me as I ride my CBR 650R to lunch. Today we're just grabbing some hot pot with a good mate of mine. This is kind of just a glimpse into what it's like to daily your motorbikes. I don't actually have a functioning car anymore. I've got a Ninja 400 and a CBR 650R. The Ninja 400 is what I use for my day-to-day commute to work, but this still makes it out to dancing, so at least once a week, and I'll take it to some other social occasions, such as this. Oh, that sounds so good! I love this, man. What a privilege it is to regularly ride such an incredible piece of engineering. You know, not just this, the Ninja 400 is just as incredible in its own way, but there is something pretty special about the power and the sound that comes from this thing. It's bonkers, and it's completely unnecessary. Pair that with a quick shifter and you are in for a fantastic time, even when you're just riding to lunch. Like, is that gonna happen to... That was my girlfriend. Yeah, we're gonna make a quick stop at the hospital because I have a family member here who has had a rough couple of weeks. They're doing okay, which is the main thing. So we're just gonna stop by and, you know, say hello kind of thing. Oh, it says no motorcycle parking. Damn. Alright, we're gonna have to find somewhere else. Okay, so there is motorcycle only parking and it is currently filled with cabs. So I'm gonna bring the motorbike over anyway because, like, screw it. I'd rather park somewhere I'm supposed to park and kick them out than park somewhere I'm not supposed to park and get a massive fine. Let's do that. Alright, motorbikes only. You can get out even though that's parked? Yeah, cool. I can better get out without hitting my back. Well, that was nice. My family member is on the mend and seems to be in decent spirits despite everything that's happened to them in the past couple of weeks. The unfortunate thing is with these medical issues, you just never know when things are gonna take a turn for the worse. Kind of hits you out of nowhere, so still remaining wary. Thankfully, my keen-eyed girlfriend noticed that there was a dedicated motorcycle parking bay super close to the entrance. So because this is a hospital, it makes sense. You don't want motorcycles parked on the footpath where they could impede pedestrians, ambulances, paramedics, that kind of stuff. And there is a whole bay dedicated to motorcycles, but it was just packed with cabs who aren't supposed to be there. Thankfully, I was able to slot in, but it was a bit annoying. Like, I want to be able to park my bike without having to worry about a fine. It's the last thing I want to think about while I'm visiting an ill relative. That was stop number 1, and now we're off to Hot Pot. The last time I made this pilgrimage on camera, it was with the Ninja 400, and that was, you know, a bit over a year ago. I think it's pretty neat because not only has the bike gotten bigger, better and cooler, but I feel like my ability to vlog has grown since then too. I think my videos are better and the channel as a whole has come such a long way since then. Back then I would have had, you know, a few hundred subscribers tops, and now we're well into the 2000s. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I don't think I ever actually acknowledged the fact that we passed 2000. What an awesome achievement. That came really quickly after we hit 1000, and I didn't expect that. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate the support, and I'm glad to have you here on my motorcycling journey with me. I'm at a point in my life where motorcycles mean a lot to me, and it's such a privilege to be able to enjoy that on such a regular basis. Like, I get to ride these things almost every day, and that's not just something I say for the camera. It is genuinely a thought that crosses my mind every single time I ride. I hop on and I'm like, this is amazing. I am so lucky and this is so great. And the reason I'm placing so much emphasis on that is because I have actually come across so many motorcyclists, both before I got my license and well after, who've hung up their helmet, Not because they had a big accident, not because they got scared, but because they got bored of riding. The novelty wore off. But I've been dailying my bike for almost 2 years now, and I have been riding for longer than that, and I still experience that sense of euphoria and joy that I first experienced when I swung my leg over a motorbike for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, there is something so freaking awesome about being a young professional who gets to daily their motorcycle. This isn't just about getting hot pot anymore, it's about riding to hot pot and back because I'm on a motorcycle, and that makes it so exciting. If I was in a car, this would just be an inconvenience, like, I have to somehow transport myself to this event. But because I'm on a motorcycle, this part of the journey is enjoyable. The act of getting there and back. I'm on a 650R, baby. Just listen to it, man. Let's pull a sneaky. As you can tell from pretty much every video I make, motorcycling is very important to me, but despite that, I am well aware of how dangerous it is and the risks involved. It would be crass, it would be ignorant to not acknowledge that danger. And it hasn't been a very good few weeks for us riders down here in Melbourne. Unfortunately, there have been quite a few fatalities involving motorcyclists, and that's just horrific. It's tragic. My heart goes out to those individuals and their families. As someone who dailies their motorcycle, it's not something I ever want to hear. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Shit. My bad. Classic. Where would I be without Google Maps, huh? Hopeless. Alright, this is going to test my ability to maneuver this absolute whale of a motorcycle. Yeah, nice. Oh my god! You know, some of these accidents were the rider's fault, some of them weren't, but either way, it's a horrible situation for anyone involved or related. Alright, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Okay, that's a bit heavy, but it's important we talk about it, so we will pick that up after I get some food in my belly.
What is this fucking machine? I haven't seen this one in person.
You haven't, yeah. How are you, man?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good, your hair looks incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Man, living in Melbourne with a motorcycle is so cool. You get to park anywhere, except at the hospital, which kind of makes sense. That was a good meal with a good friend. Made even better by the fact that I rode here on 2 wheels and I'll be riding home on 2 wheels. A guy came up to the bike and started looking at it and then he saw me from across the road and he came up, we had a chat. It's so cool, man. Like, there's so much more to riding a motorcycle than just riding a motorcycle. Half of it's in the community itself. There's a strong sense of camaraderie with anyone who rides a motorcycle, and it is a beautiful thing to be part of. Before Hot Pot, we were talking about how important it is to acknowledge the risks and the dangers of riding a motorcycle. The great thing about being aware of the risks and acknowledging them is that you can then take steps to mitigate them. And one way I like to go about doing this is protecting myself through the right gear. In terms of gear, I'm wearing an Ixon textile jacket, some dry rider gloves, leather, of course, some Garnet boots, and a set of Ixon riding jeans. which I'm not actually happy with, and I will make another video regarding that later. But that's the kit, man. It's the perfect get up to go get some hot pot on a weekend ride. It is super important to acknowledge and recognize the risks of riding a motorcycle, especially when you're dailying it like I do and riding on a very regular basis. But if you can do that and you take steps to mitigate and reduce risks as much as possible, then you know what? You're in for a pretty damn good time, and you'll be having just as much of a hoot as I am. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If there's any type of video you want to see, if you want to see more of this lifestyle riding content, if you want to see reviews on bikes or products, just drop it in the comments below and I will do my best to cater the content towards that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will catch you on the next one.
You say you've got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you've got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang.